What's going on, everyone? Daniel here. It's time to review Halt and Catch Fire Season 3, Episode 3, titled Flipping the Switch. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it. Then I'll give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, last week, of course, we had the 2-hour premiere for Season 3, and I absolutely adore this show, man. I love the characters. I love the actors. Donna and Cameron, ever since Season 2, have been pushed up way high, man. They're total badasses. Joe, the antagonist, basically, of the show, man, played amazingly by Lee Pace, is intimidating this episode, man. Truly intimidating. His beard just gets me all the time, where I'm like, I wish I could grow a beard like that. I could just grow a little peach fuzz. So, I mean, literally, Lee Pace, you're doing an awesome job. I mean, the actors are just... when I say there's an amazing scene in this episode between Donna and Gordon, that my mouth was just dropped. My jaw, I had it open. It was pretty awesome. So, anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing my Season 3 premiere review, link down below in the description. Thanks again. Let's get right on to the recap. So in the beginning, Gordon is messing with this radio that he made, and he's looking for people on different frequencies. Ryan is at Joe's party, and then there's this meeting the next day between Donna, Gordon, Bosworth, and Cameron. And this is where Gordon and Donna, they get into a massive fight. And it brings back a Season 2 character where they mention Tom. And Tom was actually Cameron's boyfriend at the time in Season 2. And they say he's still in Texas. Why did he miss the plane and all that? And Cameron's getting uncomfortable. And then it gets really personal because then spoiler alert for Season 2 of Halt and Catch Fire, Gordon cheats, he cheats on Donna, and so that's the thing where he's like, I just screwed her once, Donna, and it's a big old thing. So Gordon ends up heading home. He gets drunk, and he's working on his radio more because he hears somebody talk on the radio, so he just decides to get drunk. So Cameron tries to get Ryan back. He ends up saying no, he denies, and he's going to work with Joe McMillan. Ryan is getting very angry at Joe, though, even though Ryan's just a small-time guy. He's like, telling Joe, like, hey, why did you hire me then if you're getting angry at me and stuff? What do you want me to do? And he's like, I'm beginning to wonder that myself, because he's helping a coder guy out, and then Joe's like, hey, what are you doing? And then he's like, I just thought I would, be useful and everything. He's like, nope, don't do that. So the next thing you know, you have Joe asking Ryan to go to a meeting. He's like, right now? Yeah, right now. And so they go to this meeting. I may get this actor's name wrong, but Matthew Lillard, he played Shaggy in the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. He was in the Scream movies. He's in here. I remember when he got casted, but it's awesome to see him here. He's getting old, dude. I mean, I didn't notice how old he really was at his age and his face. But that's going on, so there's that meeting there. And they're actually talking about what they're going to be selling of this. Remember last week they were talking about like this free antivirus or this 2.0 stuff where he's like, I'm giving it to you for free. They're actually going to make people pay $14.95 for it. And Ryan ends up agreeing with every little thing he's saying. People are laughing at him in the meeting. Diana and Bosworth actually go to this office place, and they kind of make this deal, and like they buy the office space and everything to expand Mutiny. They buy the people that are there to work for them, and also they're kind of just spreading a little bit more, and maybe they could hire more people there. So that's going on there. Joe is a student, which I find pretty funny because when you look at him, you're like, this guy is totally like a Christian Grey of the 80s, basically. But he's a Steve Jobs and Christian Grey because he seems so dark and everything, but he's actually a student. Cameron was speaking at the place, so they end up meeting, again, he's like, what, no kiss for me? So he ends up talking about how there's a bunch of Ryans in the valley, that Ryans, there's so many of those Ryans, but Cameron disagrees. She's like, Ryan is actually very smart. So Joe's kind of moving Ryan to his area at the end where he's like, tomorrow you're going to work with me. We're going to work on something that will get us money. He ends up saying, I'll give that thing that was supposed to be $14.95, that 2.0 software and all that, I'm going to give it for free. But you and me, we're going to work on something. It may go horribly wrong, but we're going to work on something that will get us money. So at the end of all that, man, there's this regular meeting at Mutiny where they're all just kind of disagreeing, but yet Gordon has his cool. He kind of made, he apologized to Cameron in the episode and everything early on. He apologized to Donna in a way, and they're back at the meeting. They're disagreeing, but they're keeping it strictly business. Now on to the pros and cons. Like I said in the beginning, the most jaw-dropping moment for me was when Donna and Gordon were fighting. Both performers did an awesome job. Lee Pace as Joe McMillan is fantastic. He is intimidating, and I wouldn't want him to be my boss. I love how you can't tell whether Joe is testing out Ryan or whether he loves or hates him. The ending with Joe walking down a long hallway with 80s music playing was awesome. Now, I don't know whether Matthew Lillard is a recurring character this season, but he was pretty good. It was really nice seeing Cameron and Joe together. It's crazy to see how far they've come since season 1. Now, Bosworth himself is always funny, but the scenes with him and Diana today going to the office did play out a little bit too slow with the pacing. Nothing against the actor who plays Ryan, but I just don't like the character himself, where I hope all season we're not going to always follow Ryan around. Overall, Halt and Catch Fire was really good this week. I really did enjoy this episode more than the season 3 premiere. I still have to say that the best scene tonight was Donna and Gordon. The dialogue and the acting was fantastic. I'm going to give this week's episode of Halt and Catch Fire a B+. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about Halt and Catch Fire. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. You could share this with your friends and hit that subscribe button for more. Till next time, bye-bye.